I thank my colleague for yielding. Mr. Speaker, I rise today, along with many of my newly elected colleagues, as one of the members that came to Washington to stop the red tape factory of regulations and help businesses get back to creating jobs. In every community I visit in my district, I have met a businessman owner who is fed up with spending tremendous amounts of money to comply with the unlimited, burdensome regulations, or have invested dollars that are tied up for months or even years waiting for federal agencies to make those decisions held up by regulations or also on the permitting process. This is what I came to Congress to stop. These rule makings create uncertainty and cost, as the details of the regulations take extensive periods of time to finalize. At a time when job creation is paramount into economic recovery, businesses are being forced to postpone decisions on hiring and expansion. A prime example of these harmful regulations is a company in my district that asked the EPA in 2001 to make changes to the land disposal restrictions to ensure proper treatment and promote recycling. EPA decided to take a different track, and on their request, 10 years later, that company is still waiting for an answer. 10 years later. This has to stop. Another example, EPA has overextended its authority over 404 permits by allowing a permit to be issued, then years later retroactively vetoing the exact same permit. By doing so, it not only leaves the business questioning the worth of a permit, it leaves investors wondering if they can commit funding to a project without fear of the EPA arbitrarily revoking the permit. EPA has fundamentally changed the term from permit to perhaps. This has to stop. We need to hold our regulators accountable and make sure they are carrying out the intent of the law, not enhancing their own agenda or stifling economic and job recovery. Mr. Speaker, I yield back my balance.
Gentleman yields back. The gentleman from West Virginia.